Hey, how's it going, folks? My name's Matthew, aka EZBOT. Something that I think has become really popular is sequencers that do like stochastic sequencing or Euclidean sequencing or some sort of generative sequencing that you wouldn't naturally come up with on your own. That's what the Labyrinth has in it, not either of those, stochastic or Euclidean, but it just has a generative sequencer where you can flip bits, and it has this like sample and hold type situation that's flipping bits for you when you use the corrupt knob. What I started doing with it, and not that this is unique to me either, I'm sure other folks have stumbled across this idea, is using the Labyrinth's sequencer to sequence all the gear in this Eurorack setup. We use the Labyrinth, the Siren, and then the Moog Mavis. It's coincidence that I'm wearing this shirt. I literally just grabbed it off the top of a clothing pile. But we are using a bunch of Moog stuff, but serendipity happens all the time. Don't let your dreams be memes. LaCroix, sponsor me, or I'll come for you. Who knows what I'll do? Maybe I'll just come and give you a tickle. Maybe it'll be something worse. Ball's in your court. That's the Siren right here, this super rare module. And I'm actually using the envelope generator from the Mavis going into the little VCA up here that's kind of hidden by this plant. I have to have plants or I can't make music. I'll just die. And this thing's dope. It's got pitch lock, which is a really nice feature. Sending the sequencer pitch information that the Moog is generating out to this mult and then into a shift register as well, so that if I want to, I can offset the rhythms for other devices. So I can create new sequences with the shift register. So Labyrinth, sequencing everything else. Borrowing this sequencer, we have two different sequencers on here, to sequence the other devices in this case. MIDI coming out from my Digitakt, or it's coming out from my Syntect actually. It's going through MIDI through all my Electron boxes and then ending up here. And then I'm taking the outputs from here and just sending them out to do other things. That's basically the whole setup. There's not much in terms of like the complexity of this system. It's just, we want these sounds. I want these analog sounds from the Labyrinth. I want the sound of the ladder filter with the Mavis, and I want the weird sounds of the Siren. This is like, I believe, the like really awesome sound sources for making techno production. I use some of these effects to bring stuff in. You can get bass lines out of this too, but this is kind of acting as our bassline generator. Something I think that could be used to great effect is this bass width filter on your kick drum. So everything else is still has its flavor. We've taken the kick out. This gives us some room to like introduce a new sound while still keeping the rhythm of the kicks. We don't have too many instruments playing right now. Now we're sidechaining our modular system. And all we're sending the modular system is clock. So I don't really want to do too much melodic stuff on this side. I kind of just want to play with my modular system. This is kind of what I think is the best way to use a modular system, in my opinion. Use some like unique generative sequencers, patch some stuff up, and just see what happens. Now we have a new sequence because I just changed things around with my shift register. And that's being fed into my Siren. So now we have a different sequence on the Siren specifically than everything else. So if I start bringing this back in, all being generated from one sequencer, just being shared. There we go, right back into stuff. I mean, this is pretty cool. I'm digging this concept. feel like I'm getting that same torso, Oxy 1, and Euclidean vibe. I'm getting that sequencer vibe where I don't know what's going to happen, but I have just enough control over the sequencer to get things that I like. What's cool about Eurorack's sequencing is that it will trip you up. And if it doesn't trip you up, boring, right? Boring. If you'd like to support this channel, you can just leave a nice comment down below or a like or both. And if you want to go a little bit further, you can visit patreon.com/EZBOT. Feel free to join. The Discord is a great place to hang out. There'll be a link for that in the comment section. Everybody have a blessed evening.